Gavin will get somebody's name on the pod, boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just text the whole group chat and was like, yo, I'm shouting Clay out. Shout out to Claya. She know who she is. She's the homie. The joke is for me, I caught a dude today on Threads. You know Threads, the new Twitter for Instagram?
Yeah. Are we going to use that? Do we need to hop on that?
Yeah, we probably do. Okay. I'm on there, but I ain't going to be using it like that. But I think it'll be cool for you. Here's the thing. Elon and Mark just got to scrap it out. I do believe Twitter is about to go super porn-like and super just X-rated, super ratchet.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, me either. And I want to say this. Y'all, we can go to Threads all we want to. If you think Mark and them ain't finna censor the hell out of you over there.
Yeah. Mark do not play about nudity on his platform.
Nudity, he'll let some racism go. He got to hide it a little bit better, but you know what I'm saying? Like it is going to be some games over there. But anyway, I'm scrolling through, I'm on Threads, and I seen somebody that I know that I used to rock with start talking about how their life has changed and how they start realizing certain things.
Yeah.
Right? And I'd be very transparent. I laughed when I saw this because I'm like, damn, that's everything I told you a few years ago that you stopped talking to me for. And it got me to thinking, especially with people that I know that I no longer speak to, I no longer rock with. Like, as a man, when is it time to go back and say, yo, my bad. I messed up. I was in the wrong.
I think that's part of being a man in general is that, you do have that capacity to say, you know what, that's on me. Right? Mm-hmm. So, no, I guess whenever you feel like you've matured to whereas it doesn't bother you. Like, an apology doesn't bother me. Like, being wrong doesn't bother me. Mm-hmm. If I have an opinion on something and then years later I'm like, all right, I don't have that. Like when Ed O'Bannon messed up college football, I was mad. Yeah. And NCAA and all, and not being able to have games. And I'm just like, you shouldn't pay players and amateurism and all that, right? Like, that was coming from a different place. Now I'm at the age now, and I'm just like, no, NIL, like, yo, that's perfect. Get all your money, right? Like,
absolutely.
Everybody's looking at how much the NBA players making. They're like, oh my God, are these players making too much money? Nobody said that when Liv was paying golfers $200 million to come play. Nobody said that about the soccer players. I mean, they played Ronaldo like $280. They offered Messi like $300 to go over there and play.
Not even that. They gave Messi like $300, and then he gets the next expansion team.
Yeah,
for $25 million. Which is hilarious.
So no one says anything about that. It boils down to what we always talk about on this pod. People only have a problem when black men wants to do something, right? Like if it's anybody else, no one cares. But the moment black men be like, all right, I want to do something, everybody has a fucking opinion, and that's why I think as black men, we do need to tactical retreat out of society. We do need to retribe. We're gonna talk about that today a lot. And we do need to rebuild our community, but we don't need to be loud. We don't need to be loud about anything. We just need to just do it, man. Like, everything that I talk about on this pod is just a tool for men to listen to and to go out and use in the real world, right? So if somebody actually want to have a good faith argument, you can have that conversation and have the tool. But to recognize that somebody don't care and they just want to have a bad faith argument and just want to bash black men, that shit don't bother you because it don't have nothing to do with you.
Absolutely. Yo, I want to welcome everybody to the Black Dads Club. This is episode 101.
101.
We got a board now. Look, shout out to the 100s. I promise you, this is your first time listening, you're going to listen to the next episode. And you should probably go listen to our last, 30 episodes. But it'll be funny. But today is going to be a great day. I got my host over here, Pastor Mike, who did curse within like the first 2 minutes, depending on where I chopped this video. And look, I'm your boy Gavin, a.k.a. Coke, a.k.a. whatever you want to call me. It does not matter. I know why y'all are here, and we going to get there. I do want to shout out to Active Dads. They keep doing, they're on Instagram, they're on Facebook, I believe, but they keep having these events where it's ice cream with dads, and they do conversations, and I think it's super cool. Their next one for July will be in Raleigh, so please follow them. Go look it up. Super dope. I hope they've been trying to get up with us for a minute, but the funny part about being a dad is
busy.
Always busy.
Always busy. And, we kind of, like, I think sometimes, so when we say Black Dads Club, we're a place where black dads come and congregate. Yeah. We're not an actual fatherhood pod.
Hell no.
And a lot of these other guys are actually fatherhood pods. So I think sometimes we're just like, have you listened to the episode yet?
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of that, shout out to Claya again. I was at her crib. We had, it's dope having parent friends, especially when y'all kids are around the same age. So we was at her and her husband, shout out Ben. We was at their crib, right? And so the conversation came up about a parenting style.
Yeah.
And it was dope for everybody in the room just to be like, oh, that works in your crib? Cool. There was no other discussion about it, right?
Yeah.
And I had that conversation, a follow-up conversation with my sister. My sister was explaining like, yeah, you know, the tough part is, especially when you talk about people that don't have kids. Or she's like, I don't know what's worse, talking to people that don't have kids or people that just don't agree with your parenting style and they're telling you what's going to work in your house. And you got to be like, whatever.
I think one of the most valuable lessons is, we just said we're not a father-up partner. We talk about parenting. Yeah. I think one of the most is that you have to raise kids different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a parenting style, but your next child may not vibe with that parenting style. You might have to have a different parenting style. Now, you know, you got to have boundaries, right?
Yeah.
So boundaries exist. That exists for everybody. But parenting style, though, I think, you know, is different. And that's one of the most valuable things. I forgot where I learned that, but, you know, you do have to treat each child differently. I mean, probably, you know, with my parents, because like raising me was probably a lot different than raising my sister, probably a lot different raising my brother. Like, we're all different individuals, but you know, we all work within the same confines and the same boundaries.
Shout out, Mike is my third favorite kid out of his family. Yeah, Ed's his last.
Yeah,
clearly. Everybody knows that. All right, we know why y'all here. Y'all came here because we been ready. You know, I gotta thank the man upstairs. Sometimes you want to record on a special day and the Lord says, be still, right? And me and Mike had all intentions. So Mike hit me up, say, yo, you want to record Monday, Tuesday, something like that? And I was busy. So then I text Mike, yo, let's get it on Wednesday. Yeah, Mike didn't show up.
I've got text back.
Yeah, he forgot to text back. So Wednesday was cool, but I'm like, damn, like what's going to happen? And then the internet happened.
Yeah.
It was like KeKe Palmer and I don't even know your name.
That's what's funny, right? He is known as KeKe Palmer's baby daddy.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm going to show you an imbalance here. For all the women that like to complain that men, you know, why you saying that's his wife? Why you saying, we obviously assigned the name to the most important person.
Absolutely.
In this case, none of us knows what KeKe Palmer's baby daddy's name is.
Not at all.
We're literally calling him KeKe Palmer baby daddy. So to all the people out there that be like, y'all are misogynistic because you don't know the woman's name or you talk like, no, see, that ain't what we doing.
Sad part is I looked up bruh's name and I didn't even try to remember it because I'm like, yo, KeKe Palmer baby daddy or boyfriend sounds easier.
Exactly.
Y'all seen the internet. I'm gonna give y'all a quick backstory. Apparently they met in 2021. Rumors, of course. This is sources that me or Mike did not check or know.
Allegedly.
This is all alleged that they met then. So they met 2 years ago. They had a kid. What did happen is she announced on Saturday Night Live that she was pregnant. We had no idea who this nigga was. And now she's pregnant.
Yes.
Congratulations. All right. Vegas. I will be there in 2 weeks. If you see me in Vegas in 2 weeks, shut your mouth. Do not record. Look, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, allegedly.
Would you let Ariana Grande sing Nasty to You and twirl for her?
Yeah. I will let her do anything. Yeah. And my wife told me last night on the couch, yo, Usher's a hall pass. I would have wore less. And he gonna sing to me. Now, all right, let's do this.
No.
Keep
going.
KeKe was at the Usher concert. Now, before Usher Tiny Desk concert, I tried to go to get a ticket. Tickets was $230. I was trying to go, and then the Tiny Desk happened, and I looked up tickets, and they doubled. Yeah. All right. Since then, everybody from every celebrity A-lister has been to this concert. The closest I ever got to the concert was Dreamville, when J. Cole had him there, and I was like, yo, I got to see this dude in person. This looks amazing.
Yeah.
KeKe is there. She has on this outfit. Her man gets online, and he goes, what was his initial tweet? Let me find this.
His initial tweet was, something along the lines, you're a mom.
Yeah, this outfit, you're a mom.
Yeah, this outfit is.
And then he followed it up, and I will get the follow-up.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this.
Yes.
Does this man have a point?
You know, so the ideal of everything that happened is a point, right? But he's the same guy that when KeKe first got pregnant, he the one that took the picture. Remember when she had the little belly and her hands over her boobs? You might not remember that one.
Yeah.
You know, like he took that picture.
He did.
When she had the leopard outfit on or the print outfit on and she had the clappers on.
Yeah, she was looking good.
Yeah, like that baby did her good, right?
Yeah.
He also put that video out. So he is coming across as disingenuous. Now, does he have a point? If you take that part out, which he can't, he has a point. But since he has presented his woman to us, right? Mm-hmm. I know that his problem isn't what KeKe had on as much as it was KeKe looking at Usher, lusting after Usher, and KeKe actually having access to Usher. Because, you know, a lot of times, like, you know, we joked about, is it okay for, you know, us to do it? Yeah. We don't really have access to a celebrity, right? Like if Ariana Grande sang to me and I bought into it, right? And I ruined my relationship, I would not, right? But if I did all that, like I don't have access to Ariana after the show.
Absolutely not.
Right? He knows that KeKe actually has access to Usher. So for him, that was a moment of like, whoa, right?
Too close.
Bridge too far. So does he has a point in that sense? Absolutely. But here's the thing, man. All right, let's go and get this out of the way. Any girls that have thigh tattoos, she want that tattoo to be seen, bro. If she got breast tattoos, she want that tattoo to be seen, bro.
She got thigh tattoos?
She got thigh tattoo.
What's wrong with thigh tattoos?
There's nothing wrong with a thigh tattoo. You just got to understand as a man, your woman will want that tattoo to be seen.
Oh, we going to get to knowing who you get pregnant.
Yeah, like if your girl got a tattoo that goes like on her thigh up to her ass, do you think she got that tattoo for it not to be seen?
Nah, why would you?
Yeah, she got that.
I paid too much money, too many hours going.
Exactly. She got it to be seen. So you do have to recognize like who you have. So him saying it wasn't inappropriate. Like, first off, in a relationship, if your significant other have a problem with anything, who else's job is it to fix that problem?
Yeah, I mean, well, the problem with bruh went wrong in two places. Hey man, if you ever getting shot at by black women, I promise you, the double down will not work.
No.
Please do not double down when black women are on your ass.
Dude, do not argue with black women on the internet at all.
What did I tell y'all before this last year? So this had to be, if we 6 months in, we record once a week.
Yeah.
Who knows? 25 episodes ago, I told y'all what? 2023, women on the internet, do not argue with them on it, especially black women.
Yeah.
Y'all laughed, kikied, haha.
Yeah.
Nobody has been listening to me. You do not argue with black women on the internet. Women run the internet. I stand firm in that. So when we get to this thing, black women are on your ass. You do not turn around and say, I'm going to double down.
Yeah.
The other thing you don't do, you don't criticize your person, whoever you with, on the internet.
Publicly. Absolutely.
You never do that.
That was his biggest mistake. But what do we expect out of a man that moves in with a woman and impregnates her before? Like, who ideal? You think that was his ideal or her ideal for her to have a baby? Pretty sure she was okay with it.
I mean, she was okay with it. Clearly, she kept it.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that was on her. I think it's more than that. Like, I remember I dated a young lady. And like she had already had a kid, and like we were just kicking it or whatever, and she wanted to like go deep into the relationship. I was just like, no, I'm not really ready for that because I didn't really like some of her habits. Long story short, though, like, you know, she'd always say, I want a little boy. So, you know, I started tracking her ovulation like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, long story short, like after she and I broke up, she ended up having that little boy within a year of her and I breaking up, right? So that means that she had to go find the dude, get with the dude. I guess they got to know each other while she was pregnant. I don't know. Maybe they knew each other from the past. Long story short, she got what she wanted, right?
Yeah.
She and that guy is no longer together.
Duh.
So again, that's what I'm saying. Like, she wanted it, right? And so I think low key, like, you know, KeKe was at that age. Like, when women get around that 26, 27-year-old age, they start thinking about children.
Yeah. Well, and a couple of things. If you allegedly met somebody in 2021, that means you probably met them late 2021.
Yeah.
Because let's do this. You know my favorite thing. Where's them PR and marketing games at? Right? So you meet her in 2021. If we're having this conversation in 2023, I'm not going to believe that you know this man in 2 years.
Yeah.
Also, it's clearly like she wanted the baby, he wanted a kid. Y'all playing dangerous games, so you get dangerous prizes. Congratulations, there you go. And it is what it is. I don't think neither one of them knew each other, but I always say this, man. You got to know who the hell you're getting pregnant. And you got to know who you're getting pregnant by. Yeah. Now, before we get to that main point, my biggest takeaway from all of this, it was sad to see this conversation of KeKe come on back to the streets. And that bothered me so much watching women online off of one tweet. I mean, how many words was this? If we look at it, he said, it's the outfit, though. You're a mom. 6 words, 7 words. He said that. And off of that, I saw this man is controlling. This man is going to hurt you. You need to come back out here. You need to
come back to the streets, KeKe.
So, and that shit was weird to me watching that. Now,
you love me.
Now, I ain't going to lie to y'all. And I'm still, hey, bro. Well, we'll get to that. That bothered me. The other thing that bothered me was this was next level simping amongst men. Defending the women who agree with it. And I ain't gonna lie. When this first happened, I was on everybody else's side. First of all, I don't think KeKe did nothing wrong in this whole situation.
Yeah.
I think that's understood. And if you find somebody that is finding a way for KeKe to be wrong in this situation, they're an idiot. And you shouldn't talk to those men. You shouldn't date those men. Do not have a transactional relationship with those men. Let's
Absolutely.
put it like that, right?
Absolutely.
So, because KeKe didn't do that. She went to a concert with her girls in an attire. If I'm Usher and I see KeKe Palmer in the audience, I'm going up to her.
Well, he goes up to everybody and sings to everybody. So, like, Usher, absolutely. And Usher's married, right? So
is he? No, he been divorced, that woman.
Has he been divorced? I thought Usher was remarried. I don't know. We'll check it out.
Look, don't source us for nothing, this podcast. But, like, I looked at this, and you know what, bruh? Nothing beside on this dude's tweet showed me nothing, but he was a past simp, is a simp, and he a cornball. Ladies, this is what happened when you get pregnant by cornballs. They do cornball shit.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you have masculine energy as a woman, then chances are you're not going to date an even more masculine man, right? Chances are you're going to date a less masculine man. So this is what it looks like when a guy moves in with a woman that's willing to give her a baby before he's fully committed to her, right? This is like, I would expect that type of dude. What you wouldn't expect a dude that, had full masculine energy and moved a woman to his house to go online and post that, right? No. The moment she started lusting after him on, I think she was on Snapchat or whatever, because there's other videos of her like before Usher gets to her, right? Mm-hmm. Like most dudes are gonna be like, "Yo, calm down."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what most. So yeah, it's not going to be on the internet. It's going to be direct to you. Like, yo,
absolutely.
Don't make me fly out to Vegas.
Yeah. Now that sounds controlling.
But that's a conversation that people have, right? Like, yo, how many times have that happened with women? This is the crazy part of this conversation, right? Because y'all done ran him off air, right? But when JT and what's the little rapper name? Uzi, right? When she was snatching his phone, grabbing his head, and all that, right? Nobody was saying, yo, Lil Uzi, get out of there. Run, right?
Absolutely.
Nobody was saying any of that. But, when you flip the roles, right, then it's like, KeKe, you need to leave. He's controlling. He's insecure. So was JT not controlling and insecure last week?
Oh, absolutely.
Like the inconsistency, that's why I'm saying it's a bad faith argument. And that's why as men, it's like, don't engage, bro. Like, who cares what these dummies think, out here? Because that's what they are. They're dummies, man. When you have people that have two way inconsistent beliefs, right? Or if you have, if you're a man and then you have women that think it's okay to abuse men, right? Like physically abuse men. But, if a man actually just says something to a woman, then that's too far and she needs to leave. These are not women that you could date at all.
Absolutely.
And the moment you recognize that behavior, man, the first thing that you honestly should do is just bow out. Like, yo, I can't date her. I don't want to be near her. I don't want to be in a relationship. Just move on.
Absolutely. And in closing, I say this. Ladies. I love y'all. You always know I got something funny to say. Y'all told me a long time ago, we love the simps. And I know why y'all love the simps. They pay. They pay, they listening, they do what y'all say. But this is what happened when you date and get pregnant by a simp. You know what happens? That nigga got a breaking point.
Yes.
And when he breaks, he gonna act bitchy and he gonna be snappy.
Yes.
And you gotta deal with that.
Yes.
And you can't be mad. This dude, look, come on, bruh. Come on. We didn't all seen our girl go out with her girls and we kind of looking at her like, all right. And it's them days when you might be at the house and you like, bro, I hope no nigga don't try her. I hope she knows whatever. And some days, you know what you got to do? Man, let me get off my phone. Let me play the game for the whole night. When she come in, I ask how the night went. I don't follow up. Look,
but I mean, in all these conversations, you should have mad early. Again, he doesn't have a leg to stand on because he has presented his women.
We don't know this nigga name.
Yeah, but he's presented KeKe to us, and that baby did do KeKe body well.
Did you see her at the Met Gala?
I can't wait to see her pool pictures for next year because I know she's gonna be off the chain as a single woman with a new body in Hollywood.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks. Next week is Usher's last week, I think, to the fall in Vegas. Don't be surprised if KeKe is back next week. Like, yo, bruh, and you know what the sad part is? And to the dude, you need, I mean, they got you off the internet. You shouldn't have sent that second one because now her PR team could have said, yo, this was a joke. And also, you know,
well, I mean, he's sensitive.
Yeah, he a bitch. I told you this is what happened when you get pregnant by Simp.
But here's the thing, though, right? All right, so it's two ways we can go in this conversation. You know, yes, he is sensitive, right? Mm-hmm. But on one hand, we can't say we need men to be more sensitive, and then when men are more sensitive, we're like, nah, that's too much sensitive, right? Yeah. Because you know that conversation is going on, right? I am going to big up him as a black dad. Now I'm also going to say he's not the type of dude that I am, right?
Facts.
But the ideal man has been presented as these men like Dr. Boyce Watkins that love a woman his whole life. She goes out, have kids by another dude, and then he comes in and plays dad and marry her, right? After he's become somebody. It is the Steve Harvey that wants the woman. He can't get her. She go out here, hit every dope boy she can, and then have babies by multiple men, and then not only not give him any offspring, but makes him give the last name to her offspring, right? This has been presented as the ideal man. Our culture right now, it is becoming a culture of simping, but I think it's worse than that. I think the ideal man has become the cuck.
Ooh.
The cuck man is becoming the ideal man. And here's the thing. I don't think cucks are a low percentage. I think cucks are easily 20% of all males.
Can you explain what cucking is? Because a lot of people don't know.
I mean, I guess we could have looked at the definition of cucking.
I don't have sex. I'm celibate.
Let's look at the official definition. But the thing with cucks is...
Oh, you could just gave me the nigga definition.
A cuckold by having sexual relationship with his wife or being sexually unfaithful, or by his wife being sexually unfaithful to him.
He get off on that.
He gets off on that, right? Now,
okay.
The problem is most people think that like the cuck enjoys being cucked. The cucks, a lot of cucks do not enjoy being cucked.
Oh.
They don't, but they lack the masculinity, the male fortitude,
the backbone.
The backbone. Yeah, to put it simply, right? They lack it to be able to have their home in a manner that they can have their home. So they kind of accept what they're given, right? Or if they overshoot, you know, and they don't want to lose the woman, right? They accept a lot of behaviors from that woman, which oftentimes is infidelity. Even if it's not like a sexual infidelity, right? It could be respect. It could be, you know, lusting, exhibition, right? He's not comfortable with it. But what the cuck loves is when his woman comes back to him. Right? So that's what the cuck actually enjoys. He don't really some cucks don't enjoy the woman doing all these things, but when she comes back to him and she's like, baby, you know it's cool, you know, I'm all yours. Like, I don't know why you be letting that stuff bother you, right? Isn't it sound familiar what we see on the internet?
She needs me.
Yeah, you know, you should be more secure, you know, don't worry about those things.
I was laughing today. This nigga was like, his wife was doing something. He was like, oh, going back to KeKe, sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to keep moving. He was like, oh, this man should have known that KeKe needed affirmation. I hate when y'all say shit like that.
Yeah.
But y'all just bitch ass niggas.
But here's the thing, right? Like, so if you're dealing with a sexually promiscuous or sexually undisciplined woman, right?
Oh, they gonna kill you.
But if society teaches you that, like, oh, that's all okay. You know, I mean, no, they can kill me, but I can give you examples every week of the imbalance of what's coming in, right? Like nobody wants the whore man, right? But the full body count woman, don't talk about that.
Well, facts. And so cucking is funny because if you're into podcasting like I do, oh yeah, I'm gonna insert this early in the. I'm not. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna go there. I was gonna talk about how all you podcasts that's not parents. And y'all try to insert dad podcast. Thank y'all for muting up this fucking week. Because y'all didn't know what the hell to talk about. Y'all didn't know what to talk about with baby daddies. And y'all about to get on there and simp. I'm telling y'all, mute the fuck up on that KeKe topic 3 months later. Anyway, speaking of cucking, I follow a lot of podcasts, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows my favorite podcast, the Joe Budden podcast. You know, Roy and Ma, I listen to them. I listen to some of you random people just to keep it moving like that. Shout out to Hair Wraps and Lipsticks. Let me put it like this. I listen to Vlad, but sometimes I listen to Vlad just to see how far he willing to go. And some of his marketing tools are amazing.
Yeah.
Some of it is just dirty, but some of his marketing and mentally, when you start hearing him talk about business, you understand why he makes so much money. Now, one of his proteges, the EBT version of Vlad is who? Adam 22. Now, I'm going to give a quick little thing about Adam 22. He has a podcast. He's most notably to me, besides like having the rappers that get on and talk about who they killed and all that other stuff, he does the Vlad approach.
Yeah,
but he had Celine Powell on, and she talked about how her and her homegirl got thrashed by the Phoenix Suns, and she would not say if Devin Booker was in the room.
I can respect that.
I can respect that
yes.
because she knows what's going on.
Yes.
However, she did snitch and say that, Trey Songz pissed all over me and he had his way with me, and it was a mountain of condoms when I was done. Now, go look that up. Now, Adam 22 lost all of his hosts, most notably because, he was trying to keep them down, and then he invited a Nazi on, and that conversation with everybody said it wasn't cool with, just broke it was the camera that broke.
Yeah.
It was the straw that broke the camera's back.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. If you know anything about Adam 22, let me put it like this. Joe Budden has this favorite line. He said, how is this nigga famous? He asks that all the time about anybody that the internet falls out about. How did they get famous, and who was in power to put them in famous? If you know anything about Adam 22, his wife does porn. He does porn as well. He has a podcast. His wife, Lena.
She got a whole network.
Yeah, but Lena is known to do porn. She was doing porn pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was on the Preggers app on Reddit. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, most recently, she took her first BBC. If you don't,
like the story was that like this was like the first time she had been with someone outside of Adam in like 7 years.
Absolutely, she usually do girl stuff. They do threesome stuff, and so but this was touted as the BBC, the big black. You insert the word there.
Yeah,
it's here. Since then, Adam has been on a cuck, excuse me, not coke. Woo. He probably do that too, but I ain't gonna put that on him. Don't sue me.
Yeah.
But he's been on a whole rampage and rant about what the hell's been going on in his bedroom. How do you feel about all this?
I mean, Adam's a porn star, so I mean, like none of this bothers me whatsoever, right? Like I think right now what they're doing is basically trying to, I guess, run up the numbers on her OnlyFans. Again, cucks exist, and I would never cuck shame dudes, right? Like I haven't came here and said like cucking is wrong, right? I've came and said like this ideal that you want masculine men and dominant men and, men who identify as sigmas or men that identify as righteous or men that are virginal, like you're asking these men to cuck, right? Like you're asking these men to reclaim, what you've freely given, out to others, right? And you're saying, well, I need you to make it special. That is wrong.
Okay.
All right. That is 100% wrong. So I don't have a problem with what Adam 22, him and his wife doing whatever they want to do. I don't really care for Adam 22 because like low key, I don't really think he likes blacks. And so I definitely do not enjoy the fact that, perhaps they're fetishizing, a black, but that guy also is a porn star. So
yeah,
I kind of let porn stars do what porn stars do. Like if you're a sex worker or a porn star, like anything that you do that is outside of the bounds of like normal society, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like what you do.
Yeah. I mean,
like if a Navy SEAL like shot a dog, I wouldn't be like,
oh shit, what happened?
Yeah, well shit, like that's unusual, right? Now if a school teacher shoots a dog, I'm gonna be like, whoa, what the hell's going on, right? Like what's going on in your day? So it's like,
yeah,
when you do what you do and that's kind of your world, I'm not really offended by it. I think the pushback that no one recognizes is that men are pushing back against this ideal of culture, right? We talked about Umar Johnson last week with, why y'all not dating single moms? Why y'all not marrying single moms? We talked about Boyce Watkins who followed up with that. Why aren't y'all marrying single moms? And we've never bashed single moms on this podcast. I just told a story of me dating one, right? So it's like that's not the problem, but when it becomes is obligatory for me to clean up someone else's mess, right? Now you're asking me to be a cuck. Right?
Shout out to all the single moms during tax time.
Like I'm not obligated to clean up someone else's mess, right? I am not Hosea from the Bible.
Oh,
right?
Oh, wow.
You can't force me. You can't force me to do those things, right? So like, and let's talk about it, because I'm gonna play a clip. I'm gonna play 2 clips for y'all real quick.
We got
on they square and pursuing their business and walking in there and what they supposed to. Them is not asking your body count.
So you saying body count doesn't matter to a real man?
Body count matters to dudes who not in the count. Ooh.
All right. Now y'all heard us say, right, body counts don't matter, to a real man. Now this is this is funny. The next clip I'm gonna play is the exact same woman, okay?
Okay.
Community, but you want me to husband you.
Faithful is a one-day
I don't want a husband community.
All right. So on one clip, this is the exact same show, right? So on one clip, she's saying, yeah, body count shouldn't matter to a real man, right? And in the exact same clip, she's like, yeah, I shouldn't have to wife community dick. When you get this kind of unbalanced fucking reason out of a woman, there's no reason to try to engage or move further with that woman. And what they are asking you to do right now.
Okay.
See exactly what they're asking you to do. And the Lord said unto Hosea, go take unto thee a wife of whoredom and children of whoredom, and the land committed a great whoredom, departing the Lord. All right. Then he goes into what he names the kids. Now, what's not clear here is that he said take the children of whoredom, and then they say that the children are Hosea's. That was never really clear, right? But what I want you to understand is that there was a lesson, and Hosea had to be obedient to it, right? But this wasn't a choice. But say unto your brethren, this is chapter 2, plead with your mother, for she is not my wife. Neither am I her husband. So he's talking to his son to go get his mom because she's somewhere tricking off, right?
Wow.
This is exactly what's happening, right?
I understand.
Let her therefore put away her whoredom out of her sight and her adulteries from between her breasts, lest I strip her naked and set her in the field as the day she was born, and make her as the wilderness, and set her as dry land, as she slay with her thirst. I will not have mercy on her children, for they are the children of whoredom. For their mother hath played the harlot, and she has conceived what hath been done shamefully, right? And she said, I'm going to go after my lovers, I'm going to get them bread, water, and milk. All right, and then it goes on to say, the way that Hosea went and got his wife back is he had to go and repurchase his wife, or he had to pay for his wife, right? Like he had to give her gold, right? Like I would give her the vineyards, right? So this is like, this culture, right? When you're told you need to pay for me before I do anything, this is cuck culture, right? Yeah. And when men push back this is the thing. Righteous men are always going to push back against this type of behavior because they're going to be like, yo, this doesn't vibe with who I need to be as a man.
Yo, I love Vlad's defense of Adam 22. Talking about like, yo, y'all in defensive, like y'all all up in arms. Vlad, nobody is, bro.
Nobody.
Y'all talking about kids.
Nobody is. But what men are finally saying is like, yo, there's no way for me to be a righteous man to embrace when you have not ever repented of any of your mistakes. Period. Point blank. There's nothing I could do if you think you have done nothing wrong.
And then it was funny. Vlad was like, yo, if your wife allowed you to sleep with 200 women, you wouldn't let her sleep with one dude.
And 76% of the men was like, no.
Yeah.
Because men, look, 20% of men are cucks, but the overwhelming majority of men are not cucks. Oh, that's Hosea 3:2. So I bought her for 15 shekels of silver and a homer and a leach of barley. All right.
Let me give Mike some church.
So again, when you're continually told as a man, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to purchase. If you don't purchase, I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do. This is the type of woman that's speaking here, right? Now, God is telling Hosea to do something as an example, as an affront to him, right? This was not out of love. This was out of obedience. And what society is telling black men they need to do is be obedient. Marry the woman that's never repented for any of the mistakes that she's made and come in and clean everything up and reclaim her, right? Your pleasure should be in the reclamation. But men are not cucks.
Well, most men ain't.
The majority of men are not cucks, right? But this is the behavior that they're saying that men should have, and I do not blame men for pushing back from this behavior and saying like, "Yo, that's not me." Look, when Mary was pregnant and Joseph found out, Joseph was surprised, right?
Yeah.
Joseph was like, okay, what I'm gonna do with her?
What happened?
I'm gonna put her away. Like I'm just gonna be like, all right. I thought she was who I needed her to be.
Yeah.
She wasn't who I needed her to be. I'm gonna just go ahead and slide her. I'm gonna slide her to the side, right? Angel had to show up and be like, Joseph.
Hey man, you gotta relax.
It's not what you think it is, right?
You gotta relax.
That is the behavior of righteous men, and there's nothing wrong. I'm not telling men that like, yo, you don't marry women with kids. What I am saying though is that when you meet somebody and there's no mistakes on their part, right? They blame everything on everybody else. Bruh, you are not obligated to be with someone that has never relented from their bad behavior or their past behavior. Feel free to say no. Like, feel free.
Yeah, or the other end of that is know who the hell you marrying and who you getting pregnant.
Who you marrying. And if you're a cuck, none of this applies to you. Go for it.
Go do your thing.
Go
y'all.
do your thing,
Congratulations
man.
to you.
Yeah, we need
happy.
y'all. Like, yo, we need cucks. We need simps. I think probably half of the women I've been with probably had a boyfriend. Back in the day in my 20s. So
Did those women make you cry? The internet is still asking, has Mike cried? And he has not answered any questions.
Oh man, because I don't want anybody to think that the work that they put in was not quality work. I have not cried. I have said I love you a couple times. I have said I love you.
It's too late for the laugh.
Yeah, I have said that. I have had someone that. I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna tell that story.
I'm gonna stop laughing for my wife start sending in DMs to the pod. Hold on, let me play this.
30 and up. That's just a little difficult. I don't know if I could meet a 33-year-old man and be like, let me hold him down.
I'm real with you. I'm at this and I wanted to. Like, the nigga cook like somebody's grandmother. And in the back of my head, he didn't even know. I'm seeing thinking like, I could buy this a food truck. We can go out for the summertime, go to all the festivals and go crazy. I'm thinking I'm about to buy this a fryer for his birthday. He didn't even know it.
A fryer?
He was so intimidated by what the fuck I did for a living that he didn't think I was only dealing with him. That in his mind, I looked at it as he think I'm gonna go deal with all these other because she dealing with other she see other niggas every night, and that's not even the case. I was on him so heavy. He hurt my feelings so bad.
So as women who
Poor
do
girl.
thing,
So it's two type of women.
Yes,
in this video.
there's two. And what's funny is it's so much transpired in that 30 seconds.
It's so much,
right? So we have the one woman that's like, I ain't gonna do shit for men.
Nah,
right? She like, I ain't gonna do nothing. And what's funny is the conversation transitioned because the other girl, a lady, excuse me, she was like, yo, I had a dude and I was about to go buy him a whole food truck. Bruh. Then she talk about how she wants to go on the road with him to the festival
to do the work,
which means she's probably gonna be in the food truck working with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and it's like, yo, like real talk. Like we've had this conversation probably for about 5 pods now. Like there is two types of women, and a lot of you dudes are dealing with the women that don't want to do anything except take your 15 shekels of silver.
Now I gotta ask you
and
why.
your leche of barley.
I gotta ask you why. Why are dudes really into? Because it's there, bro. Like I'm with you. I know this ain't on the board, but why are men into those women? Because those women don't hide that, yo, I'm the type you got to do everything for me.
I think that's the culture now. I think the culture, it is a cuck culture and a simp culture. So men think they're doing the right thing. They think that is provision, right? Like they think that is providing. Like that's not providing. That's a part of providing. Yeah. Providing for a woman is making sure she feels secure, making sure she feels safe, making sure that she doesn't feel like you're being disloyal, right? Like not messing with her mentally means way more than buying her, high-end restaurants and purses and bags and things.
And then she don't even put you on the ground.
But in simp culture though, right? Like, and I think that's where a lot of men are. And I think like the first young lady, she bought into it. Now we got the second young lady though that wants to take care of a man, but she want to take care of a lesser man, right? She ready to spend money on this dude, and he intimidated. He like, well, what other guys you messing with?
So do you think? Damn,
it's the culture, bro. The culture is bad right now.
Really? We hear women say all the time. At least I hear, especially because I take pictures of a bunch of women. They always say when you talk to them about being single, they always say, "Well, most men are intimidated by me."
No. I see. The problem is
you didn't even let me ask.
Yeah, no, because I'm sick. Because I am sick of hearing this shit. Like the problem is that those women. So if a woman knows that a man isn't intimidated by her success, she's actually less interested in that man, right? So like even if a man makes less money, right? If a man makes $60,000 a year and she makes 180, right? And he doesn't defer to her on anything. He's still like, yo, maintaining a relationship as a masculine man. That's an affront to her. She's like, wait a minute. I should have more say because I make more money. Right? So that guy isn't going to get any play with her, right? But if a guy makes $60,000 a year and he jumps every time she say jump, right? That's attractive to her. Like, let's be clear. The cuck and the simp are attractive men to modern women. Right? These are attractive men. Like the dude is actually going to make you walk through your feelings and use your words and change your behavior. That shit ain't fun.
Yeah. You know, the joke for me is when I hear women say that, I kind of look at them and I'm like, nah, there's 10 other reasons why this nigga don't want you. But you know, I let them rock. And I will say this, the women who have the shit that you probably should be intimidated by, it is those dudes who marry those type of women, they gone, bro. Like, they get those women quick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it is the dudes. You do run across a dude who might have a high school diploma and he's married to the woman with her master's or her doctor's degree.
Yes.
Right? Or you got the dude who's like, yo, I am a hard worker. I do the everyday job. I work my ass off. I'll earn. And then you look and he's dating the chick that at the bank. But you know what? That dude recognized something super early in that woman. Is like, yo, this is what she needs.
And he took care of her.
And he took care of her.
He took care of her. Like there's nothing wrong with that. So are men intimidated by women? No, not at all. Like, women are still intimidated by men who aren't blown away by the amount of money they make. Yeah. Like, I tell y'all all the time, like, I don't have a problem with women spending. Like, that conversation, I have it for the sake of the pod. But I don't run into what y'all run into when it comes to this.
Yeah, I definitely don't.
I have women that will take me out, that will pay for things, that will bring over lunch. Like, I don't have that problem because it's like, yo, what she has isn't why I'm with her, right? I'm with her because of how she makes me feel and because of her behaviors. But yeah, if she out earns me, it's stupid for me to be paying all the time. That's crazy. Like, it makes 0 sense. No, I'm not paying.
Ladies, I want y'all to write. Please let us know.
Women do not have a problem paying for men that they like, bro.
No,
they do not.
Well, I want to ask the ladies, like, yo, do you think you being a strong woman intimidates men? And because honestly, as a dude, I see is like, yo, maybe y'all dating the wrong type of dudes, or you trying to date the wrong type of dudes.
Yeah, well, but, I mean, the second woman definitely was trying to date the wrong type of dude, right?
Or nah, maybe not. Because I think some women maybe she dating our potential. Some women do date our potential. Like, yo, cool. Because I think it's certain women, especially if you start getting the women outside of this culture, they do have this thing of taking care of men. And sometimes it is elevating men. It's kind of is like, yo, I have a caring spirit. It's funny. I know one chick, and I won't say your name because I don't fuck with you like that. But she's a woman of a different culture. And I remember me and my wife was talking about her, and she said, nah, she ain't gonna like that dude. And I'm like, why? And she said, yo, from the culture she's at, women take care of dudes. And she's literally in search for a dude that has not met his potential, and she shows her value by saying, hey, I helped you reach your potential.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, well,
I'm not. I mean, because dudes do that all the time. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, and so it was just interesting. And yo, that bitch still single, but it's a multitude of reasons, and I called her that for a reason. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, before we get out of here, let's play this video. Hold on, man. I love the videos that come through. Shout out to Mike found all these damn videos. I be somewhere else.
This girl on Facebook, I literally saw it this morning before I came here, and she's like, if you dealing with me, you know I have a kid. You should just know. I shouldn't have to ask you for money. You should just give it to me. You know I have responsibilities. Right, that guys were going crazy in the comments, but she was dead serious. When did we get to the point where we're not even in a committed relationship, but for some reason the man is responsible for taking care of you and someone else's child and all this other stuff? And I just feel like it's this big fairy tale world that a lot of women kind of live in, where they feel like if they end up with someone who's not their sponsor or taking care of them, or, you know, letting them live this soft life, as everybody's saying, they feel like they're settling. And it's like, you're not exactly settling. You're living a reality. This girl on Facebook,
fellas, if you want to date a transactional woman, you get transactional women, and you got to be transactional, bro.
Transactional behavior.
My host said a long time ago, don't talk about how strong you are, and then a bitch asks you to flex your muscles. Yeah, like, you can't do it. Shout out to Tequila. She was she was talking about KeKe and her man. She said, "Yo, this what happened when you date a baddie. You got to deal with it. You got to deal with it."
I already think it's a bad thing if the woman taking care of you. Because there's plenty of baddies that don't want to show their butts.
You sure?
Yeah, they are. Like, look, I mean,
where they at?
Some women are exhibitionists. Like the ones that don't want to show their butts,
they fucking public.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, they're not online. But to what this young lady just said, I'm just going to read Hosea 2 and 5.
Not another church sermon.
For their mother has played the harlot. She has conceived them and have done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread.
Yo, shout out to the hosts. I love y'all. Y'all are cool. Y'all have the best stories. Y'all know all the best restaurants.
I love them, man. I love them, but they sometimes do not like being called that. But when they say I will go after my lovers, like when you hear women say things like what you won't do another man will, that's a woman saying I will go after my lovers.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I'm putting it like this. I ain't talking about you girls who want to be birds. I'm talking about the real hoes who go get the money.
Yeah.
Who let you know what it is when
that give me thine bread.
Yeah. Shout out to them because they like to say I'm a professional hoe.
Hey man, we gonna start reading the book of Hosea a little bit more because I think that if the bros kind of understood what's going on right now, because the culture right now is this ideal of the simp man, and the simp man is, if we're being honest, is a cuck. And ladies, there's just not that many cucks out here. There are a lot, but the fine cuck and the rich cuck, he's going to the baddie, right? The baddie's going to get him first.
Absolutely.
Right? So you're going to be left with the big boy that's overachieving, that makes a lot of money. Like, you're going to be left with that guy, and that guy is going to let you do things, but he is going to be insecure. And it is your job to make him feel secure. If he wants to reclaim that when you get home, go do that, but do not come online and say, see, my man is a real man. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Date the cuck, love the cuck, let the cuck be, what you want him to be, but stop coming over here to the table of men and start saying, well, I want y'all to elevate my cuck to y'all level, because he don't really get to hang with us like that.
Absolutely, and don't be mad when your man explodes. Like, he's going to go off.
Because he's sassy.
He is, and it's going to take, his mom didn't prepare him for that. Right?
Yeah, no.
So there's going to come a day when he's going to explode. He's going to be upset and he's going to lose it. And you got to deal with that. And don't let that be your example for all men.
And let's be clear. If he does get sassy and insecure and goes online and posts, let's not pretend that y'all have not said, express yourself and show your feelings.
Absolutely.
So when he shows his feelings, guess whose job it is to bring him back down and make him secure?
Yours, bitch.
That is your job, sweetie. That's your job. With that being said, the summer is here. I am a little bit confused by this, right? Because y'all school teachers say y'all don't make a lot of money.
They traveling.
Why is y'all Instagram flexing so goddamn hard this summer?
Bro, because look, man, shout out to the teachers, man. Y'all around the kids all day.
Hey, I'm gonna leave y'all alone about this summer thing, man. But some of y'all trips are way outpacing your salaries.
Shout out to my homegirl. Let me see if she answer right quick, man. Hold on, man. This might be inappropriate, but I'm going to do this because she is a school teacher and I talk shit about her all the time. Hold on. Hopefully she don't answer. Hopefully she might. This better be hilarious. Come on.
Don't be calling me.
Hey, yo, I'm on the pod. We got a question. Shut the hell up. Don't say your name either. Yo, my co-hosts want to know, for y'all being teachers and y'all not making money, why y'all on Instagram with y'all ass out taking trips every week?
Because we not making no money, so we got to take our ass out and we got to go on these trips because the niggas got to pay for it. What you mean?
Gotta go, man. That's all we needed. You will be on the next episode, man. Holla.
And with that,
we'll holla at y'all.
Holla at your boy.